Hello and welcome to another beautiful episode of Recon Roundabout. Today, our wonderful guest is Gray. I don't think that many people have met him much before because he is semi-new to the unit. I guess he's CSP now, so he's kind of settled in. And of course, we always have our illustrious Loki. Gray, if you want to introduce yourself and kind of just talk about who you are outside of the unit, in the unit, just kind of like a synopsis, like if you're talking to someone you've never met before.
Hello, I'm Gray. I was the only RTO until about a couple of other days. Um, I just graduated high school, so we're working through that, going to college in about 3 months. Um, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, so do you remember how long ago you joined the unit by chance?
Probably around, I'd say, end of February,
Okay,
maybe
so,
early March.
and then you found the unit how? Did you find it through like a Reddit post or?
I transferred from the 212th Attack Battalion.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, so you transferred over here. Were you an RTO over there? Did you want to kind of bring that over here?
No, actually, I was a jump trooper over there,
Okay,
well, they're called airborne troopers over there, but they're pretty much the same thing.
right.
Uh, So, um, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I mean, I bounced around. I thought about being a medic, a squad lead, a team lead, and then they said they were looking for ITOs, so I picked that up pretty quick.
Right, which is fucking easy peasy because I know that we were kind of on the hunt for them. And yeah, I think. Who's the other RTO for second platoon?
I think Freaks. Freaks is the
Freaks.
other ITO.
Okay. Yeah, I was. I'm a little lost to that just because I feel like I'm only kind of in tune with first platoon stuff. So, no, I mean, good. I'm glad the RTO program's going a little bit more full force now, even though it's not a big program. So,
Definitely not. We are,
yeah.
as some would say, an endangered species around here.
Yeah, it literally is just you two because I don't. Do we have a company and stuff like that?
Dev at one point.
No, we don't have a
Okay.
company RTO. It's not even on the Orbat, I don't think.
Okay, well, I mean, so long and short, do you want to kind of give us like a synopsis of what being an RTO is? Because I think you might be the first, I guess, because yeah, we've already explained it. You are the first RTO that
So-
we have.
So, I mean, other than falling around the platoon dead everywhere, I call in all y'all's resupplies, your cash runs, I tell people where to go, what to do, when to do it when it comes to detachments, whenever anybody's looking for tasking it that isn't in the main Kuiper element, I guess they come to me.
Oh, I mean,
Um,
that's fucking super important.
I wish other people saw the same way,
Yeah.
but can't have everything.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But so you got into the RTO program, you freak. Do you have any like interest in trying to just keep it going? Do you think you're gonna try to keep like pushing upwards and going to like company and all that shit, or do you think you're gonna stay where you are for a while and try to like just kind of
I mean,
camp out?
in terms of, first platoon, I'm pretty sure most people know who I am here.
Right.
I'd like to think that people do. But I mean, eventually there comes a day where like, hey, I've been here long enough. I want to move up, which that time definitely hasn't come. I mean, and if it has, I don't know. I think I want to stay here just to, 4 or 5, 6 more months, get to know my platoon, and then maybe move up.
Yeah, I mean, well, speaking of moving up, it's a really easy segue into it, but maybe I think it was last weekend. Frazier, our like long-term platoon lead for first platoon, moved on to company.
XO?
Yeah.
Yeah, he died. Don't worry.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, rip
Rest in peace, Frazier.
Rip
Rest
Frazier.
in peace,
Yeah.
dude. It was a really bad
Yeah.
motorcycle accident.
Gingivitis. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it got him. Yeah. So yeah, rest in peace. No, but I'm glad he moved up finally. I feel like God, he's been in fucking his position for
I mean,
as long as
He's been
I've
in
been
it
in
for a while
fucking
now.
yeah, because God, I feel like I've been in the platoon medic position for a good chunk of time, little over a year, and he's been in there since fucking I got into the unit. I mean, like,
Yeah.
fucking good for him, dude. I'm glad he's
He
That's
doing
joked
awesome.
around for the
Upwards.
longest time that if he was ever to get out of PL, he just retire. But then, of course, yeah, he didn't.
Times they
He
are
didn't do
changing.
that.
Yeah, I mean,
Times
it's
do be
crazy.
changing.
It's crazy to just see everybody move up because, like, you know, you're kind of in these spots for so long. Like, I know, Gray, you might not be used to it yet, but God, I feel like I've been in the same medic slot for fucking ever now, and so it's just interesting to see people, like, you know, still move up and, you know, change and grow. And, like, plus Fraser fucking wears that cool
Martial armor?
army.
yeah, oh yeah, that
Yeah.
shit's always fucking cool.
Dude,
I love
I-
the shoulders.
He
dude.
doesn't like it.
Yeah,
Really?
he doesn't like it.
Nope.
Oh,
He's
that
not a fan of it.
goober.
He gets the coolest strip.
Yeah,
doesn't like the drip.
he's like, yeah.
Shit, if you won't wear it, I will.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
fuck,
exactly.
I'll take it
That's
too.
a lot. Hey, bro, just give me your shit right now.
Yeah, let me get that real fast.
No, but I definitely know how that feels to be in one position for so long and to
Yeah.
work with the same people, and then all of a sudden, you know, they move up, and I mean, it's definitely weird.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
no, go ahead.
it's weird even for me. I've only been here for 4 or 5 weeks in this billet, and like, it's weird not walking up to Fraser and say, "Hey, where you want this LZ at?" Instead, it's Merritt, and Merritt's like,
Oh,
no, it's
yeah.
fair,
Which, you
Yeah.
know, going forward, it's not like Merritt's not a bad guy. I just
"Oh
feel
no,
like,
definitely not."
yeah, I'm really glad that he moved into position. He's fucking awesome. He's Canadian, so you know, that's funny. Anyway,
I'm like Fraser. Merritt's very enthusiastic.
Yeah,
He's
enthusiastic?
He's got like that tone. Like he's like, first platoon, move.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
what's,
like
yeah, he's got like that like this
Oh, what's it
mentality.
called?
of,
Yeah.
like, we gotta go, boys. This is the shit.
Major Payne? Is that who I'm thinking of?
yeah.
Major
No,
Payne?
I
Yeah,
know.
the little,
Yeah,
little guy.
Yeah, he give it. What's his name? I can't remember, but he gives off very like, you know,
like gung ho vibes.
yeah, gung ho
Like GI
vibes.
Joe.
Yeah.
No, I mean he's good for it, dude. I really like that he's around. I'm glad that Fraser, dude, because fuck, I mean Fraser spent, I would say just forever. I couldn't even put a time on it, but Fraser spent a huge chunk of time making sure he picked the right person.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, he was
like,
looking
you
for
know,
a person when I
yeah.
joined. So
Oh yeah, and so you know that he definitely picked the right person, and I'm glad he did too, because Merritt's fucking awesome.
Merritt is
You know,
great to run
so
with.
I'm glad, you know, things are changing, and I'm glad to see the people move up that deserve it. So I'm really happy that things are actually changing for the better. You know, I mean, gosh, in other news,
It's making me teary, guys.
Stop pooping crying.
Times are changing.
Yeah, I mean, because Jesus, I feel like besides that, though, I mean, there really hasn't been any big changes. You know, I have another really big campaign idea coming up here, starting next week. Unfortunately, it got pushed back, but, you know, I feel like things happen, because it was like ARMA that broke the little server, so we couldn't do everything like we wanted to, but, you know,
The campaign's been going great. I mean, I've seen it from all the different perspectives. It's fun. It's great. I mean, I've ran with infantry. I've ran with platoon.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of content for everybody. At least I'd like to think it is. I don't
Absolutely.
know.
No, I mean, I think that as far as the writers are concerned, I guess as all C2 is concerned, we try our best. Obviously, I feel like you can't really appease everybody all the time. But it's the way of the world, you know. But like I said, I have this campaign planned, you know, a little sneaky peek into the campaign. It's going to be more focused on Order 66 and the Bad Batch, so hopefully we can actually have some really nice experiences here. It's going to try to push the norms, which I'm a little worried about, and seeing how people are going to react to it, but
I think people will like the
Whatever.
way it's going. I mean,
I hope. I feel like,
especially with how Bad Batch came out and everything, you know.
yeah, people really like Bad Batch, so I wouldn't be surprised if people really go along with it. So I'm hopeful. Plus, dude, we have a fuck ton of new people. Like, I feel like I've said that the past, like, 2 or 3 times we recorded, and I feel like each time I say it, we just get even more new people. Because we just had a full group of, like...
Oh yeah, last night we recruited I think around 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, all separate. Don't
Yeah.
even know each other. That was crazy.
Yeah, and they just
Well, no,
popped
no.
in.
I think a couple of them. One of the guys said he was inviting some friends. So I think they're all from the same group except for like one of them. So.
Well, still, regardless, I'm so glad. I hope you guys are listening. I'd love to get one of you newer guys in the podcast too, because it's really nice. Like, of course, like I've said, if anybody listens to the older podcast, like the whole focus of this isn't really just to record like people in general, or I'm sorry, the focus of it is to record people in general, not just like, the big wigs in the group and the platoon leads. I just feel like it's happened like that for some weird reason, because we roll the dice almost every time we've done this, unless like somebody cancels. But yeah, so I really hope I can get some new people in and see them kind of grow and flourish and have a good time just playing the fucking game, because it's really a good time. As much as ARMA can be a goddamn buggy thing, and on top of that, I mean, you can meet people and play games and shit like that. Outside of the just playing ARMA, and I think that's really important too, is like meeting people that are willing to play games. Like, like right now, before the podcast, Postal, one of the other guys that we had on the podcast a while ago, him and I were playing Assassin's Creed Unity. Fucking.
Oh,
for
you're
like
being
4
French?
Yes, we're being French
Okay.
for the time being, because that's
I'm
really
supposed to-
funny. And Gray's supposed to
joining
play with
y'all.
us, but he's having a heat stroke in his room.
Sorry. Texas heat is something else, man.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't live in the Arizona desert?
Man, I wish their heat's different. It's dry. It's not like when I went there in the summer, it felt great.
Nah, man, dry. Oh my lord. Over here in Kansas, it can get dry, temperate, cold. It can literally fucking snow tomorrow, dude. Dude, the weather around here does not. It doesn't care. Mother Nature will just do whatever the fuck it wants.
Yeah.
Dude, I know exactly how that feels. Tomorrow it could rain. You never know. It'll be 104 and raining.
Oh, dude, it always rains here now. We've been in
Yeah,
like
that sounds crazy.
10 thunderstorm watches now. Oh my lord! And every time I say that too, look at Dante goes, man. Every time you talk about that, it usually happens around here too. Where I live.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. That's
Every time you've said that, literally like 5 days later, I'll get a rainstorm, and I'm like, it's coming, man, it's coming.
the fog. It's coming.
No, I love the fucking rain though, dude. Like,
No, me too. I think it gives me like a very calm sense and just it's a nice, just chill day.
big chill day. Yeah.
Rain
Nice
puts
rainy
me to
day.
sleep. I can't.
Same, same.
If
nice
it's
for a white
raining,
noise.
I'll fall asleep.
Aw, dude, if it rains, it's just gonna be a good night. I'm usually just chilling in my chair playing with you guys.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I wish I wish it rained more over here because it's super fucking dry. Like, all the grass is like, dead and shit. Which
Fire,
blows.
fire! Let's start a forest
Fire,
fire!
fire,
let's
fire,
go!
fire, No, but I really like. I really like the weather changes around here, and it's funny as shit though that we can like predict it when it's raining in your, where you live, Loki, that it's about to rain at me. But anyway, I mean, going forward, dude, I feel like speaking about games and shit too, like there's so many coming out as well.
In September? Oh,
my
Lord,
god,
dude.
yeah, September,
And
October.
fall.
Okay,
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, dude.
Let's talk about that for a real second. I did have a list.
Spider-Man.
It's gone now. Hold on. Where did my phone go?
That is something I'm
Here it
excited for.
is.
It's the new
Okay,
Spider-Man.
I need to double check on one of them because I don't remember, unless you guys know off the top of your head. When does Stalker come out? Is it this September or is it next year?
think it's next year.
I'm looking at that right now, actually. But we have Starfield. That's going to be coming out in September. That's what everyone's looking at. Some people already have some bad opinions because it's like, Bethesda, shake hand, just Fallout
Yeah.
76. It was a drought. You better not fuck this one up.
I'm apprehensive about that though. Like, I get it. At least in some capacity, I get
watch
it.
and see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make any comments quite yet about it.
I like to play the game first before I go and listen to any of y'all. 'Cause,
Oh, sorry. It was supposed to be in September, but then they pushed it back to December.
Oof.
For Stalker 2. Which is
Okay.
fine. Honestly, if we also want to talk about that, I feel like it's better now for games just to push it back. It's fine. Like, why
Yeah.
release a game that's gonna be complete shit and utter catastrophe, and you have a whole community that's like, hang them from the trees,
I
Yeah.
don't disagree at all. I feel like if they fuck up, it's even worse. Like, you might as well push it back and get the small amount of flack you're gonna get from pushing it back.
Exactly.
compared to the huge that you're gonna get from messing up the game.
100%. Because
Cyberpunk,
You-
dude.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah, there's been a lot of games like that in the last couple of years where they've been releasing on schedule, but the games come out really buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about it multiple times, so I'll just say it once and we'll go past it. Cyberpunk, amazing game. Great story, great everything. Came out at a shit time. Nothing in that game was fucking fixed on release date. But yeah. Oh, I love that game so much, and I'm so ready. Oh, that's also coming out in September, right? Liberty, the new DLC for Cyberpunk. Liberty,
Liberty Mutual.
yeah.
Liberty,
Yeah.
Liberty Bibbity. No, you're right. I think that's gonna be crazy. I think that they're adding a ton of fucking shit to that DLC, like car combat. Phantom Liberty, yeah. They're adding vehicle combat to that game, a bunch of animations and stuff that they
they made
missed
some
before.
Huge major updates.
They made some
to that
big
game still
leaps.
now.
Which good for them. I'm glad they kind of stuck to their guns instead of just being like, yeah, it's dead. Sorry guys, thanks for the money. And moving on, dude.
I might get crucified for this, but I've never played through Cyberpunk. I don't even own it. So
Oh,
bro,
I don't blame you,
do
dude.
it. You should
I
do
don't
it.
blame you. I mean,
It'll
like
be an experience.
I get it. It's a good game now. I definitely think that if you picked it up now and went and played it, you probably wouldn't.
I'm hoping
Probably
in
beat
Phantom
it.
Liberty they don't butcher what's the actor's name? Idris Elba.
Yes.
Idris Elba.
Oh yeah, because
I
he
liked
was in a
his.
lot of good films like
Yeah.
the Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. He's literally always just been that kind of bad character. He's always the bad guy.
Is he the
usually.
bad guy?
Well, I mean, I guess.
No, I
well,
think
no.
he's.
'Cause-
I think he works with you. I'm not sure. Like I don't really know anything about the
Mm-mm.
storyline. I don't think really many people really do.
I don't think
The
so.
only thing, like, Idris Elba is an amazing actor. I love Idris
Oh,
Elba.
fuck yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, and I think the only movie where he's ever been, I mean, I guess he's not really a good guy. I'd call him more of an anti-hero. Is
Yeah, and
Su-
it's like
Sui- Suicide Squad. Is
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and the second one where he's like the main character, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, I really can't think of him. I don't think he plays much of a bad character. I think in Hobbs and Shaw he was a bad guy. But besides that, like,
Oh, you're right. You know what? I didn't say anything, guys. Yeah, I'm looking at his fucking movies. Yeah, The Wire, Hobbs and Shaw, The Mountain Between Us, Luther, Beast,
Luther was
Bastille Day.
interesting.
Oh my god, there's so many old movies in here I've watched. Oh my god.
He's been in a lot of movies.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Who is he? Oh wait. Pacific Rim. You know, Thor.
Dude, I remember I went back and watched Pacific Rim again, man. Let me
Oh, yeah,
tell you,
same.
man, that movie's so good. The acting isn't really great, but then again, like, you're not really there to, like...
You can't also forget he was also in Zootopia.
And Finding
That's
Dory.
crazy.
He was in Finding Dory
Who was
too.
he? Was he the ox? I forget. Oh, I think he was the ox, the chief.
Oh,
Whatever,
dude,
Chief
I have
Bogo,
no
I think was
fucking
his name.
idea. Dude,
Uh,
what?
He's been in so many movies.
So
I mean, he
crazy.
just does it all, man. He's...
Oh, I know we keep getting so sidetracked here. Last sidetrack. What's his face? Have you guys seen the new Avatar?
Yes.
Way of Water.
Yeah, I think we're past the spoiler territory as well, so...
I'm
Yeah.
not.
It's
really
like,
gonna-
games
it's the
been
main
out for a
actor.
while. Like
Sam Worthington.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's so crazy where this guy's career goes. Starting from Call of Duty Black Ops as Mason, to fucking Avatar to he's got so many like random side gigs in between. This dude is just everywhere.
Well, they tried to tote him around like he was going to be the next like big action hero guy because he was in Attack of the Titans, and then that
I mean,
follow-up movie,
Wrath of the
Titans?
Titans.
Wrath of the Titans.
Yeah.
Wasn't there two? It was something of the Titans and then something of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans, and then
Clash and Wrath.
I think it was
Yeah,
The Titan and Wrath of Titans.
I think that he was toted around like he was supposed to be like the next like big action guy, and then that kind of like fell short.
Cruise.
I think he's really fucking cool.
Yeah, he is. Look at
oh
all
yeah,
these
no
old
no
guys.
doubt. He
I mean,
does, like-
I feel like Avatar alone is supporting him. I'm sure.
Oh my god, they already have on his movie page. On Google, it says he's already in Avatar 3, 4, and
4 and
5.
5. Yeah, I'm looking at
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Oh
they
my God.
started recording Avatar 3 before they
2028
even.
is last one.
Yeah, that's crazy that they
Dude,
planned
am
on
I
it.
even gonna be alive for that? Oh my lord. Holy
Loki, that's
shit.
not that far away, bro.
It is pretty
It
I mean, it
feels
sounds
like
28,
it
but
feels
God
it's
damn,
already 23.
I know.
we're 5 years away.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be
Time ain't
30.
moving fast, buddy. Let me tell you this.
I'll be
This week
fucking
is
I'll be
30, dude.
20. I'll be like 23.
You'll be 30?
I'll be 30, bro. I'm
Oh
25
my
right
God,
now.
like,
I'm almost
on
26.
exact?
No, more or less. Depends
Oh.
on the month, because I turn 30, or I turn 26. I'm 25 right now, dirt. In September. So,
Okay.
maybe.
Save the date.
Yeah,
Oh,
write
so
that
your
shit
birthday
down.
month is loaded, bro.
Loaded. Fucking
Why-
loaded.
Buy all the new games, you know.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
about to, dude. And I mean, speaking of that, like, I know that Spider-Man.
You don't need to make car
Um,
payments. Don't worry about
Yeah, fuck that shit. Bills? Ew.
He needs those.
Spider-Man hasn't been out for long enough that we can actually like thoroughly talk about it. I haven't seen it, but I unfortunately have had all of the entire movie almost ruined for me because social media is really, really, really cool.
I'm not gonna lie. I went and saw it opening night.
I
I
mean,
saw like 2 days after. I went in the afternoon and no one was there.
You're lucky, dude. I've seen it twice actually. I went to the movie theater twice to go see it.
I would love to go see it, dude. I cannot stand a movie theater, so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's understandable
I can't
with
hang.
crying babies, so many people, fucking idiots in there. Dude, I've had a dude literally bring in his concealed carry into our theater and shoot his fucking foot.
That's what?
What? How do you do that?
That's what's
I
up.
don't
It-
know.
it-
I don't
it-
remember the write-up. I think he
Jesus
said it was
Christ.
something about his safety or a malfunction on the gun. I'm sure he blamed that malfunction on the gun or whatever.
Yeah, the gun malfunction. You know, he was like grabbing it and probably.
Yeah,
his
he,
own
he,
Yeah,
he
foot.
was
probably
getting
an-
uncomfy watching this
Yeah.
movie and then bang! Oh, my foot!
Goober. Honestly.
It's some crazy with the way this segues into this, but I mean, I live in Texas, so we have constitutional carry.
Right.
So there's people with guns everywhere. I actually know kids that they're not kids, they're 18, which I mean I guess they're still kids that would keep their hunting rifles in their car at my school. And we had so many times where the cops would show up at our school and just search trucks because you can't have a weapon on campus.
Yeah, weapons on a school ground. Yep.
Yep.
Jeez. Yeah, there's a big hunting culture up where I live too, and I remember in high school you'd have announcements. Like, if you have any weapons, bring them to office. It'll be okay. Like, we get it. One of my old buddies, I actually haven't seen him in years. I heard he's getting married, so fucking congratulations, dude. Tyler would always bring his hunting knife in with him. It was a big fucking knife. And be like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
shit. And it would just go to the office and give it to him and fucking be like, yeah, take it.
Yeah.
And then get it back at the end of the day. Like, I feel like schools like that are pretty chill. Because I feel like a lot of them are, like, semi-aware of the fact that, like, you might go hunting in the morning before school or some shit.
Yeah.
Which, I think about that. And you imagine getting up at, like, fucking
Okay.
3 in the morning. Woof.
Speaking
Ugh.
of schools, all right. I'm sure you guys. I don't know what your fucking social pages are like. Anyways, senior pranks are always just getting weirder and weirder by the years, because of the
Right.
trends, whatever. My fucking senior prank was literally us. We all parked in the teacher's parking lot. Like ours is very small time. It wasn't that like crazy of a thing, but we all parked in the teacher's parking lot. And then literally just had straight up a fucking just massive ass party outside of the front lawn of the school. And we were out there until like school started. We started in like, oh my god, it was like 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning. And we watched the sun come up. We all had like donuts. We had like fucking shit ton of drinks there. Oh, dude, it was crazy, but such a weird like event. Like it wasn't really a prank. It was just like, just get fucking drunk, You just graduated from high school. Were you guys allowed to do senior pranks?
No, actually, all of our senior pranks had to go through administration.
I mean, ours did too. Yeah, that's usually how most schools are now, unless you're really close with the principal.
Whack.
Yeah, no. But the last crazy senior prank we did was right off the edge of campus, which it's still technically on campus because the school owns the farm. But it's a farm where our FFA people go and they work and they have animals. Well, somebody got all the goats and the pigs and shit all from the barn, and they let them into the school.
Ugh.
So for like as
no.
bell rang at 7:15, we all walked in. Holy shit! There's cows, there's goats, there's shit everywhere because they're just and I mean like it was crazy. Yeah, no, but the last 3 years, I think we had one senior prank, and it was pretty lame. They just stuck sticky notes to things, and yeah.
It's kind of funny though. I mean, like, I feel like I don't even remember my fucking senior prank.
Yeah, like sometimes some schools don't really allow it, and some are like really fucking cool or crazy, or like that kid is definitely not graduating,
Yeah.
Fucking no, the most recent one I've seen that's been blowing up around the internet was the kids that went inside of their principal's house and slept in it.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Oh,
I
it was
think
like a
I think it happened
huge
3
group of
different
them
times,
too.
'cause I saw like 3 different locations too.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, that's
Where like
that's
mom
crazy.
or their spouse would like just let them in, and they'll be like, "What? What are you doing? You just taking a nap in my house?"
Yeah, no, I saw that. But one of the crazier ones that I saw is that they went through and they trashed the entire school, which I isn't really a prank.
Yeah, that's fucked up though.
Yeah, that's
it's
just vandalism.
Oh yeah, because some poor soul had to go.
Yeah, some janitor, dude. Like that janitor is probably like, "Oh, this is gonna be like the easiest last day," and then he gets that. It's just,
No.
man.
It just is like, yeah, I feel bad. I would feel horrible for that.
You talked about kids not graduating a second ago, and like, having my graduation recently, I came out of class with like 898 kids. I live in a small town.
God, 800?
Yeah, which I mean,
That's
it's
not small, buddy. Mine was 298. You know what my mom's fucking graduating class was? It was fucking 30 people for hers.
Jeez.
my mom's class was 3,000 kids.
Jesus.
Lord.
Yeah, I had a
can't
lot
imagine
of.
that many kids.
I had
knew
like
most of the
2K
people in my class. Like I felt like I knew everyone.
mine.
For about almost 300 kids.
So when we had 2 APs that were reading off names for graduation, and the first lady was spitfiring names, like just going and going and going to the point where the kids weren't even up on the stage to get their picture taken with the principal. So when it got to mine, I have a lot of names. I have 5 names. I'm not gonna say them, but I have 5 names.
Oh yeah, no, dox yourself. Come on, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I'm pretty sure both of you know.
We do.
Yeah,
Gerald.
exactly.
We know a lot about you. We know
Yeah.
what underwear you're wearing. We know where you were at.
Yeah.
Hey, Loki, that was
know the
private
law.
information.
Nah. That's public information now.
He's got upside down whitey tighties on right now.
I got you locked down, bro. I got you on IR signatures right now. Don't even mess with me, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no. They're looking at me.
Can't even compete.
But yeah, no, she got to 5 of my names and she looked at me and she gave me like the death stare and read all 5 names perfectly. And then I walked off. And then finally the guy that was doing it after her took it from her and said, "Hey, you need to chill out." So, I think she missed like 2 or 3 people, which is crazy
rip.
to miss people's names on graduation day.
God, how long was yours? Like 5 hours?
No, it was only about an hour and a half.
Damn, that's impressive.
I mean, our speeches weren't really that long. We only had like 3 people speak, so it wasn't.
I left. I got my diploma and left.
Dante just said, "Bro, I fucking left."
I know.
It was very hard to do. You don't have to. It was very hard for my mother to convince me to fucking go to that. I was really like, I'm not going. I don't care. Like, I don't even talk to anybody from high school, dude. Nobody I know now in my life I knew from high school.
I still have in contact with a few.
Yep.
All of my high school friends still live around here because they all go to the community college. I don't know where I'm going, which I mean I know, kind of, but I don't know.
I'll see some of them. It's just like I'm good, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna remind me of stuff I don't want to talk about. So
yeah,
exactly.
Fuck this, dude.
Do you ever have those moments where like you think of a memory and it like makes you cringe to the point where like you just don't want to think about it anymore?
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel like
Of course. I feel like that's
Dude,
I
everybody.
think everyone
I
has
feel like-
one. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Oh,
I feel-
yeah.
Is it bad to say I have multiple?
I don't
No,
think so. I think that's pretty normal, bro.
Oh, no.
Shit. What's one that I've always thought about? What was it? I felt bad about it every day. It's not really cringy. I just feel bad. I always feel bad. I still felt bad. All right, in 5th grade, okay. Also, side note, in 5th grade, I was also moving. So my 6th grade year would literally be ending up in a new state because I was born in Georgia and then I moved to Kansas.
Right.
So 5th grade was going to be the last year, and it was the last day of 5th grade, and then I was literally going to move to Kansas. I was just last time I was seeing all these kids for the last time. And we had a competition, whatever, and I came in 2nd place, so I didn't get the first place prize. And the first place prize was a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. It was like the 5th one. It was the green one. And I was like, bro, I wanted that fucking book. Like, I was so upset with myself.
I
So
have that sitting on my shelf right now.
I think I have. I think I do too. It's somewhere over here on this shelf. I gotta like look at it. I went over to the kid that won it. Went over to his desk, took it, put it in my book bag, and then I went home that same day. My mom was like, "Oh my god, hey, here's your birthday present," and it was the same book, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I won this thing." Oh, sorry, mom. You might want to go take it back, and she did. I felt so awful. My mom got me that gift, and I was like, dude, I stole from some kid that probably did not care at all.
Dude, I did something like that.
Bro, yeah. One of mine,
it was-
I think mine tops yours though, dude.
Oh,
I fucking in like 4th grade or 5th grade, you know how you can make homemade ice cream?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So like you mix it in a bag and you put like milk and fucking all this random shit. I don't even fucking remember how to do it. Anyway, so we're doing it, my pants fell down. Like straight down to my fucking ankles.
No.
Yeah, you think embarrassed, bro. And like that was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That literally is like the bad dream fucking thing. That was funny as shit though. I think everyone just kind of laughed it off and moved on though. So,
dude, I don't know. I was sitting in the library, right? And this girl she was my girlfriend, right? But I was in like the 8th grade, so it doesn't really count.
all right.
So we're sitting there, and I leaned in to kiss her, and she turned the other way, and her friends were all sitting in front of us. My heart shattered. and then she later that week actually, she broke up with me by telling me she was gay, and then one dated another guy.
Oh, what a fuck!
Oh yeah,
Damn.
I know, right?
She just didn't want to tell you. She was just like, "Yeah, I'm gay. Sorry, dude."
Yeah, she just
You're
didn't want to
achy,
do
achy
it. So
heart,
I was
bro.
like, "That's so crazy."
Mean,
okay.
man.
I
Happens
definitely
to the
had
best of us, great.
a lot of girls like that when I was growing up. They'd be
Loki,
like, "Bring
Loki
away from the
dated a
boy."
lot of girls.
Oh no! I mean, I did.
Hella women.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally.
Dude, the last girl I dated was
Cool, yeah, I'm so
Like
good.
rows and rows, dude. They're actually still in line outside of his house right now. Waiting
Nah,
for
dude, my
their
family
kids.
actually used to make fun of me about that. They'd be like, Ryan, oh shit, I doxed myself. Oh well. They'd be like, Ryan, why are you always in a relationship? Because it would never, because I would always exit and enter one, not even with a year and a gap in between.
I was kind of a player in high school,
From
dude.
fucking 6th grade to fucking
Oh my god. That beats
until
me
now,
out.
really. Actually, it's almost about to be a year now. I've been single, almost. We're getting close. We're
We're about to hit a new record, huh?
Yeah, we might hit a new record. We might break the curse. Now, for a long time, the curse for me was I would be with a girl for 2 years, and then they just don't want anything else with me, and they would just stop. They would just get rude. They would just leave, or like, I think it's that whole honeymoon phase just finally just hits them. And it's like, oh man, life is just getting too simple now.
Or
All
maybe
right,
you're
on to the
just fucking annoying.
Maybe I am, dude. Maybe I'm just too simple for ladies. I don't know.
Yeah, and like after 2 years, they realize that you just say the same 5 sentences.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, "Oh, okay, I'm fucking done here."
Yeah.
Nah, dude.
The same
I don't know
3
how to take
t-shirts.
it. I guess it's not an insult, but I've always heard it throughout my life, especially in high school. "Oh, you give off what is it, golden retriever vibes or whatever?"
Oh yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, cool. I don't know what this means. I don't understand what you're telling me, but sure, whatever."
Yeah,
sometimes
it's
I
like
get
you're a
that
golden
too, but,
retriever,
like-
bro.
I fucking guess so. I've never owned one, but sure.
Hey, it
I
means
own
it
one.
just
He's
means
pretty
you
goofy.
you got
I don't
that
know-
dog
I don't
in
know
you.
if that means anything.
Yeah, I got that dog.
You got that dog in you. Yeah. I give off
the last girl.
autistic gerbil vibes.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah,
you're a
without
handsome
doubt.
looking guy. Don't even
Thanks,
say that.
man.
I mean,
Hey.
handsome gerbil, but like little dim-witted.
Little
It
tism.
is
Little
what it is.
Tim would it? Oh.
I didn't know. Yeah, a little bit of tism is probably a better way to put that.
Oh.
No, the last girl
We're
I
using
dated though.
some high vocabulary words, bro.
The last girl I dated. Oh, I might get hate for this one. She was asexual and bipolar.
What does asexual mean?
She doesn't have sex.
Oh, just straight up, just no drive.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, no drive. Which I was like, okay, cool. I love you.
Yeah, fair enough.
We'll go through it, right? And
Mhm.
yeah, I took her to prom. We used to go out to eat all the time. She was great. My mom loved her. Her and my mom used to talk. They still talk. It's crazy to me. But she like she went off to camp for like a summer, and she just stopped talking to me, and then we broke up. It was the craziest thing. And then I started talking to her again, and she's starting to like give off the vibes of like, hey, let's get back together. I know, right? I was like,
We're
no,
getting
I can't.
romantical in here.
Yeah, I can't. Nope, no more. So
No more.
I
All
was-
right,
I was
all right, fair
like,
enough. I don't want
we-
you to get teary-eyed or anything.
no, I'm not getting teary eyed. It's like no more of her.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
he's
we
just
can't
sweating
do
like a
that- Can't do
motherfucker.
this again. Can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
No more of her.
that's probably for the best, dude.
Oh
Good
yeah,
on
no
you.
doubt.
That's hard. That's like the hardest thing for most guys too.
Come
To
get
break
come
it
get
off
your
with somebody.
dating advice from Dante, dude.
Yeah,
come
just
on.
to like actually just tell them,
Yeah.
Dating
tell
advice
themselves, straight up,
podcast.
oh, I can't do this with this girl.
Dude, we should do a talk show where it's like
Hey.
giving advice with Dante.
Dude, we are. This might as well be a fucking talk show. We're just sitting here answering questions. Do you think I should get like a suit and sit there with like a microphone and have you guys stand behind
Like,
like
My name is
separate
Chris Hansen.
tables?
What are you doing with this young girl?
Murray, where you are not the father.
Let's go. No,
Starts
dude.
breaking
I mean, yeah, starts breakdancing. No, I mean, it's always fucking weird. I feel like the way that those things go. Tis his life. Nobody knows. Nobody
his
has
life,
the
indeed.
answers.
Man,
What? Great.
I don't know. I feel like everybody has their one where like, yeah, this is who I'm going to be with, and then it doesn't turn out that way. But and I think that's something everybody has to go through in life.
Even my pillow left me, bro.
It's crazy.
Bro, I hate when that
Pillows, too.
happens, honestly.
Honestly.
My pillow might be the one, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
It's
deadass.
looking pretty hot over there.
He.
Yeah.
Yo, oh.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you hear it first, ladies and gentlemen. Gray's coming on the podcast.
Hey. Yeah.
It's okay, bro.
Yeah. Like we said before we started recording, I mean, honestly, this whole like talk is just two dudes just hanging out because that's what the 91st is in general. Is we're just one big family. We're just a bunch of dudes just here to relax, play games, meet some friends, chill out, have a good time.
Yeah.
Not really have too much worry in life.
Honestly.
Not too much woe.
Yeah.
I feel like you can come in here any time of the day and be like, hey, you want to hang out? And be like, yeah, sure.
At fucking 10 in the morning, nobody was here at 10 in the morning. Fucking got on at 10 and the shit was empty. I feel like there's like a 3-hour window where nobody's on.
That was Matt.
Oh my
Matt
god!
joined
Did,
in the
did your audio
laugh.
pick it up? Oh,
No, what?
okay, good.
My sounds
Matt
are off.
came in here and then I think realized what the title was and he goes, "Oh, and
Bro,
left."
the title is podcast.
Podcast.
The room is locked and
I
it says
think he-
podcast.
Is he a server query? That's so
He can-
funny though.
It-
Yeah, he doesn't need to know your password. He can come in here at will.
Well, I know, but
I was-
it says podcast.
I know. I think he just saw our names. and that was funny. He was like, oh, guys, you want to play some Apex or something? Or
Yeah.
Street
And
Fighter?
he was
I'm
like,
sure he was gonna
oh.
ask Street Fighter.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He's going to a tournament for that. I
Yeah,
think.
dude.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
fucking-
I wish him the best for
Dude,
that.
he
honestly.
he, I've never
really
played with
fucking
him.
good.
I
But
bet
he's
you get some mad.
No,
pussy
he's
from that.
really
Yeah.
fucking good. I don't know about that,
It's like an
man.
80. I don't
But
know,
No,
that's
no,
like
no,
an
guys! I
80.
swear, in this new
Yeah.
generation, that's what ladies are like. I
Mm.
promise.
trust me.
Yeah,
trust
somebody's
me.
I know
really good
everything
at Street
you do.
Fighter.
Yeah, hey
I've
baby,
seen
I
it.
placed like 3rd place on a Street Fighter tournament. You know,
You wanna come
over
back
here
to
and
my
get yourself
place?
some
You
love.
wanna go back to
Yeah,
my
Yeah,
fucking
get yourself
flat?
some, get yourself some Mav. Ew. No, dude. I mean,
It's crazy how much older some of the people in here are than me. Because I'm used to being, I don't know, I'm used to being the youngest in most groups, but that only goes up to like maybe like, 19, 20 now. I mean, hearing people that are like 26, 32, people with kids. That was what really shocked me. I heard somebody's kids in the background. I was like, does somebody have a kid? Like, yeah. So that was a culture shock for me, I guess.
yeah, I know it is weird, isn't it? Because I felt the same way, dude. I mean, dude, I've been in here for 3 years. I joined this unit when I was 22. Isn't that crazy to think about?
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Dude,
like 22, 23.
I've been in this unit. I've just now hit it. I've been over it for a while now, for 2 years. And I've been stuck on my NCO billet for half a year now, dude. It's crazy to think about time
Mm.
passes. I started this fucking unit so long ago, and just was like, you know what? I got this new computer. Let's play ARMA, and so this is just where I've ended up.
That's when, that's the trap. Arma's the trap.
yeah,
Really
yeah,
is.
it's
And then
definitely
you have my
something, man.
CO. You have my CO Cross, who's literally the founder of Monka. One of the founders, sorry, because it was previously ran by a guy named Falcon. But yeah, it's just crazy how time just progresses, and you're like, man, this shit really happened.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel
weren't
like
you
it
in
all
the
flies by.
unit forever before I even joined too? Like you were
Yeah,
kind of
'cause
just
you
in
were
like
ahead
the
of me.
back. Yeah.
Because
You
I
kinda just,
never
like, hanging
was
out
going
in
to
the
ops.
wings.
I was just hanging out. Yeah, I was just vibing. Because I had a lot. I was just, living life. I was like, I don't really care for Arma. Now I'm like on it so often now. I'm like, yeah, I got nothing else to do. It's summer.
Yeah, honestly, it's hard for me not to at least get on for a little bit every
Oh, yeah,
day.
no.
Like, like at night, it's like, dude, like, I only have like 2 hours, but I'd rather just kind of pop in here and fucking see what everyone's doing, dude.
Yeah.
Just suss it all out.
Yeah.
Plus, like I said, going back to Mav, fucking Chubs, the Clutch King Supreme over here, he bought me Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And-
How much is this? Still $60? That's a
Yeah,
whole
it
$60 he
is.
spent on you.
Yeah, I know.
What a
He-
fucking Chad,
hey,
dude.
he treats me well.
What did you do to that man? What'd you do?
He treats you
What'd
well.
you do?
huh?
he treats me well, man.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I think Chubbs is still 17.
I don't know, dude.
Whoa, whoa,
Anyway.
whoa.
Before I catch a case,
Before the FBI comes knocking,
yeah.
knocking down doors. Wait a minute.
no,
Yeah.
but he hooked me up with the game, so now I can get my ass beat by Mav in another
Yeah,
fucking game.
Mav 24/7.
Because I get my shit pushed, and it's crazy. I beat him
How
like
good is Chubs?
him and I are about the same level. So like he'll win a couple, I'll win a
that's
couple.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so it's like a little bit more competitive when him and I play, but like Mav will beat me 25 times. I'll beat him once and then quit and be like, yeah, I won. This is it.
Yeah.
I did it,
Mav-
brother.
Mav saying he'll go
You can
easy
never
on
do
you is like Spider-Man versus a child.
No,
it's-
sometimes they'll
You're
beat
not the real
beat the
Spider-Man.
dog ass out of me. He doesn't fuck around at all, dude. So I hope he does well enough in this tournament. I'd like to get to the point where he actually has to try to fight me, but God knows. Fucking whatever
Yeah.
that.
He's just eating a piece
I
of
mean,
pizza playing one-handed against you.
Well,
huh?
motherfucker
You're
has
pretty good against him For Honor.
yeah. I mean that's a whole different fucking
Yeah,
ball
whole
game,
different
though.
gameplay style. I understand.
Well,
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
Mav also has a gamepad. Like a fucking like the Street Fighter like little like joystick thing on the left with the buttons on the right.
joysticks? Okay, not
Yeah,
a controller.
like,
Holy shit,
Goober,
that's crazy.
yeah, he's fucking equipped. He
That's
comes-
sick,
Dude does
actually.
love
He
his
comes
games,
strapped. Yeah, and so he fucks me up, dude, because I can't even fucking compete against that thing, man. I'll be like
Yeah.
throwing uppercuts when I'm trying to do moves and just look like an asshole. It's fucking crazy. Street Fighter 6 is great though. Quick Dante
man,
review on that. The thing is about an 8 out of 10. I love the colors and the way that it feels. It's probably one of the better Street Fighters. And it doesn't seem very broken. The characters seem like they spent a lot of good time on him to balance him, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
When
Zangief.
when I was a kid and we'd play fighting games, we played Mortal Kombat. That was our thing. But
Yeah.
I would just spam grab because I was a dick.
Mortal
Doja.
Kombat's also a pretty big one. It's just for Mav, it's always been like Tekken Street Fighter. For me, it's Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. So we just kind of found our medium on Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Mortal Kombat 1 comes out here in a little bit. That they're like trying to reinvent the wheel with that fucking shit, because that Mortal Kombat game looks like, because they reset the timeline. Like, it's Mortal Kombat 1. And so they're remaking the entire franchise from the fucking bottom up again, which I guess is like weird, but cool. Because like at one case, it's like cool that I get to see the franchise kind of reborn, and hopefully they'll introduce some characters that were only around in the first couple of games that I never really got to experience because I wasn't alive.
Yeah.
In comparison, so.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I get to experience some of this stuff. I've always liked fighting games, so I know they're super hit or miss for people, though.
I grew up playing Call of Duty and stuff.
Yeah.
FPS has always been my thing.
That do be my at least.
I mean, dude, I'd love to see these new games coming out, man. I feel like
they look good, and I'm hoping that they stay good. You know, that's like I said, real big pattern here. They'll release and then they'll it's either too buggy to play or it's not what they lived up to be.
They'll just poop their pants.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's like, so I guess
pants pooped
faithfully, like, you have games like Spider-Man where, like, using the example of what the first one was, if it is just a copy of the first one with like extra skins or like just a little more animations, I'll probably like it just for the sole fact that I loved the first one, and I would keep playing the first one if there was just more content. You know what I mean? So like if the second game is just the first game with more content, it's like good enough for me, you know? But yeah. I'm worried about those other games like Bethesda, and their reputation is kind of spotty, and you have Ubisoft Star Wars game, which I feel like people
Ubisoft
are all over the place with that already.
AAA games, and then it all kind of just went downhill.
Yeah. What is that fucking Star Wars game called? Outlaws, I think.
Outlaws something?
Star Wars Outlaws? Star Wars The Outlaws?
Star Wars Outlaws. It's just Outlaws.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No, it looks like interesting. I guess it's like, as much as I might not be a super fan of what they're doing, I think that the fact that you can kind of just hop in your ship and like fly into space in a Star Wars like mindscape, kind of like if you had Star Citizen but with Star Wars single player, that's what I feel like it is. And so I feel like maybe people will like it just for that. If not anything else, the fact that you can kind of just do things in that game.
What, Starfield? Like, sorry.
No, I'm talking about Outlaws, Star Wars.
Oh, out.
Yeah. And just like, if anything, the exploration and like the multiple worlds that you can land on and just like do shit would be probably the best selling point. I know a lot of people speak to the fact that they don't like playing as a Jedi. Like, they're like, I'd rather be a smuggler.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
Okay, because some Jedi stories are cool. Like, I like Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. Yeah. I think Cal Kestis' story is good. But we just keep getting, like, Jedi games. I'm like, there is,
other things.
There's other
there's Mandos, there's Hutts, there's...
I mean, the Star Wars universe has always just got, like, there's more things. Just like Bad Batch. And that, like, just time frame of where they're set in, there really isn't just any, like, movies or TV shows until that show came out, like, of just, early Empire, like, stuff. And it really, like, I think that's what gets most people, too. It's just like, man, there's not enough content for this. So here's the content, and you're drooling all over it.
Isn't Outlaw set like a little after the fall of the Empire, or is it?
It's after the first or okay, it's at the I just know it's at the height of
It's
the Empire.
yeah, it is. I don't think
So
it's
is
the
that
early, but yeah, it's at
after the
height.
first movie before the second one?
I'm on the webpage
Or
right now. It says
after
it's
the
set
second one
between
before the third one?
it's set between the events of the Empire Strikes Back and the Return of the Jedi. Which I mean,
Oh, there you go.
there you go. I mean, I definitely think it's gonna be cool to see how like the Empire was at the height, because I mean
Yeah.
we see a little bit of it in the older movies, but I don't think we see a lot of it.
Yeah, they
Uh,
can't extrapolate. I feel like it's just limited by the time that technology has.
Yeah.
real. You know, you were speaking about it earlier. I heard Star Citizen and it sparked my brain again because I've been replaying that game a lot now. Replaying it, it's always going. It's a giant game. Um, yeah, people were already just talking about the differences between Starfield and Star Citizen. Okay, because as bad as it is, what was it? A really bad statistic. I mean, not for the company, but just overall bad statistic for the company. Is Star Citizen has racked up more money than 3 major AA titles ever have. And it was like Red Dead 2. It was like oh fuck, can't remember. I think it was like Batman, Red Dead 2, and fucking like GTA. I think it was just those three really. I don't know. Anyways,
I mean, that's
it's
big though.
the idea was it's gotten so much money. Like they're just past the billions mark, and they keep and keep and keep and keep getting more and more money. And so now they're thinking, okay, Starfield, this kind of not billionaire like dollar idea. It's this kind of game that's been taken forever to make now. Can they replicate that feeling you do in Star Citizen? Of course, Starfield is single player, so you don't get the MMO aspect of I'm going to meet Jerry over here. But no, it's just you and your big universe. You do whatever because you're a big old dumb goofball, whatever, right?
Yeah.
They're thinking if Starfield is really good, Star Citizen is going to like plummet. Not completely die, but like it's gonna lose so much of its player base. Because if Starfield's just good, it's good, man. Like that's the sci-fi poll now. That's
Yeah,
where
I
all
mean,
the people
honestly,
that
you're
want to be
not.
space nerds want to
Yeah,
go.
you're not wrong because I feel like Star Citizen has so many flaws to it,
It
but it's
does.
like the only game that you can go to fulfill that like itch of like just being able to kind of explore,
Yeah,
you
just
know,
be your own man in
in
space. Yeah.
space. Yeah, and so like I feel like it'd be crazy as fuck to see that actually. And I mean, I'm not really hopeful of one way or the other. I would just like to see one of them actually succeed, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
I definitely just need one of them to succeed. I don't care which one it is, but one of them needs to fucking lock it
I
up.
know. It's Star Citizen always gives you so much hope because they still put out that roadmap, but they don't put dates on it anymore. It's a roadmap. They just go, this is the idea. When? I don't know. It'll happen sometime soon.
Yeah.
Like they've promised for a year now. I don't think I've ever talked to you about Dante, but they've been talking about it for a year. I think almost now that they wanted to open up a new system instead of Stanton, which is the main universe. Star System is revolved, and that's the 4 big major corporation planets. Can't think of what it's called. It's like Psycho, Esco, something like that. But yeah, so many promises that game makes, but it just the player base just they just like, where's it at, man? Oh, cool. I go in this cave and I die because I trip over my legs. Man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like that game will. It's so cool. Such a cool concept. Such a
Well,
bad just corporation behind it.
I feel like if I'm getting the names crossed. Bethesda's game, let's just say just
Starfield.
whatever. Yeah, Starfield can even succeed minimally. Like let's say they're still buggy, but it's less buggy. You know what I mean? It'll succeed. That's the thing. And I think that's probably maybe Bethesda knows that. Cause sure as shit the people at Bethesda know what Star Citizen is. You know, like, it would blow my mind if you would talk to people making Starfield and you were like, do you know what Star Citizen is? And they just give you a blank look. Like, sure as shit they know what it is, and I'm sure they know that there's some version of competition.
I know, yeah.
And if Bethesda can make that game not as buggy, they'll probably have it.
Yep.
Because the thing is
For sure.
I went to play Star Citizen with you guys, and then for 3 days I tried, and each time I loaded in, I got stuck in my bed in Star Citizen. I just couldn't get out of my bed. And I was like, I'm good playing this. I'm good trying to play this. And, you know, if you can get into your ship and do things like, you know, and deal with maybe some bugs or some clipping issues, but, like, for most of the, like, concept, spend a good chunk of time in that game doing things, I think Bethesda will have it. Do you know the size of the ships that they'll let you fuck with, though? Like, are they going to be
Starfield?
able... Yeah.
They say you can make some pretty large creations.
Really?
I don't know
yeah,
what large
that's right. You
means
can
in their
make
standards. Yeah, you make your own
ships.
shit.
Okay.
You can steal other ships too and make it your own. It's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited for that game. So
I am too, and like I said, I haven't made quite a comment on it yet. I'm gonna see what happens. You know, maybe it's a flop, maybe it's a really good.
Yeah, I'm aggressively skeptical just because Bethesda.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, I mean, dude, you know, if it works, man, it fucking works.
For real.
But I don't know. I guess we'll see. I mean, I feel like, is there any other big competition games coming out, or are they kind of just all?
Competitive wise, I don't really know. I mean, just everything, just kind of coming out. Like the new Spider-Man game. Huh?
Is there a new Call of Duty coming out?
I think they're skipping this year. I think we'll have to wait until
I
24.
I heard something about Call of Duty where they're just gonna keep releasing it as like DLC, continued DLC.
I have no idea. I thought it was like this year skip thing where like in 24 we'll probably see another one eventually.
I'd be surprised. I'm surprised that I didn't hear anything about it. I feel like this might be one of the few years that they don't drop a new Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's your yearly subscription to Call of Duty.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, the $60 every year.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, I think it jumped up to like 70 last time, didn't it?
Games are. It's not just
games,
Call of Duty. It's it's like games in general. Like all the games that we've been talking about are going to be $70.
Yeah.
Unless otherwise specified. Like 60 is now it's gone. You know, if you're buying games, especially now that they also said that they're giving up on the old consoles.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's all going to be PS5 and the Xbox One X, I think that's what it's called.
X,
whatever. Yeah, so like they're dropping.
Xbox just making those fucking things. Yeah, I don't even know what fucking number or serial number it is.
Yeah, symbol.
Yeah.
Symbol. Yeah.
No, but it's like, I get it, I guess, in some fashion, but I feel like then you beg the question of, is it worth $60 or $70 because it's not even worth $60.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, okay.
I'm paying so much for this game that I, might not even.
Now you're paying even more for it.
Exactly.
And you're like, yippee. I mean, you know what's funny to think about, like changing gears like a crazy person, but fucking trying to get you on, Gray, was so fucking long. Dude,
oh yeah, this has been a while in the making.
Yeah, we've been waiting like a month and some change to get you on. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I took a break. That's what it was. I was really busy for a weekend. I tried to convince Loki to do your podcast without me.
Nah.
He got scared.
I need to do it.
Yeah. And so then we had to wait for that, and then you left somewhere, Gray, I think it was.
Yeah, I had I think that was the week of graduation.
Yeah. And you were busy, gone. And we were like, no. Finally, we just decided to rock and roll with Jimmy, which I can't wait for you guys to hear the episode. But of course, we, as you know, a very collected group, only have one person that can access the YouTube channel, like a group should, because that makes sense. And so we have to wait for that one person to get back from whatever they're doing. So we can post the YouTube content.
Yeah.
which I think is silly. Anyway, so Jimmy is gonna have his podcast posted here soon. His podcast is really good too. I definitely suggest giving that a listen because he beats people up in Night Armor. Anyway, yeah, I mean, as we kind of round an hour, I feel like we kind of covered what an our RTO is great. I know you really haven't had an opportunity to spend time with Frazier. I hope that was he there this weekend, like running around with you guys?
No, he was not. Chard was, but he was not. I think he had
Okay.
something to do.
Oh, it was just
Yeah,
because
he
of
was
that.
a sick boy.
Okay, I think though, like in general, he's still supposed to be with us for a while, Gray.
Yeah,
So, yeah, cherish that time with the little Asian man, because we're gonna lose him soon. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm glad to actually get you on and spend some time with you. Because I feel like it's been
Definitely.
kind of hit or miss, even though I have to spend time with you every weekend, Gray.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk.
Gotta talk to this guy at least once a week.
Yeah, minimum once a week for like 2 hours. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure this episode's gonna come out after everyone plays my upcoming campaign. But for anybody that does listen to this, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a good time. Because we're gonna push the limits with what we're allowed to do.
Spell. I hope you have a good time.
I hope you had a good time, and I hope you are having a good time. Yeah, had and have. Yeah, there you go. English.
Okay. Different
English
apps.
words start with H. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Gray, do you have any last words? You want to give us a dad joke or something? You feeling?
A dad joke.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
God,
Yeah,
we're
many
playing
dad
operations
jokes.
now.
Yeah.
But thanks for having me. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, a while in the making. You know, we've been trying to get a hold of each
Oh
other
my
for
God,
the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, I literally messaged you. I was like, with or without Loki, this weekend we're doing this. I was like, fucking, we're doing this, man.
No, I think I was sitting in the car with my dad, and I see the bottom of my phone. It says, "Hey, Big Dick Daryl," and I was like, "What is this guy talking about?"
Yeah. By the way, didn't send the rest of the message. I just said, "Hey, Big Dick Daryl." I was just like, and he was like, "Hi." And yeah. No, I'm glad we got it set up. Yeah. I mean, if you have any last sweet words for, like you say, you got a sweet someone you'd like to give a private message to, you can say it. But yeah, no. Much love, everybody. Thanks for listening. You got anything else, Gray? You gonna say something? No? Loki?
No, I'm good.
Huh?
You know.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Check us out on Apex. We're one of the best players. Trust me.
Yeah. We're all totally ranked.
Yeah. 100%. All
Apex
Apex
legend right here,
legends. And we're Apex Predator ranked. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Love you.
Whatever that is.